Summer is here, and what that means, we need to create the ultimate summer bronze makeup look. Let's begin. When summer hits, we suddenly want to become all things chocolate, all things caramel, all things seasoned, spicy, and just rich and decadent. And I get it. It's a lot of the vibe that's happening. It also has to do with the quality of light that happens at that time of year. The sunset is just even more golden. The sunrise is even more beautiful. And we want to mimic and embody the elements that we're seeing out in nature onto ourselves. We do it for our hair, our clothing, and of course, our makeup. For this makeup look, I'm going to be using a lot of creamy textures, lots of shimmer, a little bit of sparkle so that we have all of that beautiful reflect happening in the perfect golden hour light. So my skin is already prepped. I'm just gonna go right into my makeup routine, starting with my foundation. I like pairing these two products for my base. This is the Forever Glow Star Filter from DIOR and the DIOR Forever Stick Foundation. I have been loving, if I'm so very honest with you, this is definitely one of my favorite foundation launches to date. I'm gonna use my foundation brush from Chantecaille and just go ahead and blend my foundation over that Star Glow filter. I do get some radiance to this foundation. It's not matte at all. It does have a skin-like finish. You don't need to put the Star Glow filter underneath, but why would you not? Why would you not? You know, just a little extra razzle dazzle. Now, I do have oily skin, okay? So I do get oily throughout the day. I get shiny. I don't care to be matte. Just let's put that out there. Okay, unpopular opinion. I'm okay with my oily skin. They're bottling us up. You realize that, right? They're bottling us. And we have it for the free, all right? So I just still like to add a little bit of that glow. We did a little under eye color correction, and you can see the difference between the two. We've neutralized my shadows. And I find that when you're gonna start using a lot of bronzes and browns in your makeup look, you really want to make sure that you have your under eye done right with a tiny bit of brightness. I usually like to match my skin tone with my under eye concealer, but I will do a tiny bit of brightening because it's gonna help to balance the browns. A quick tea break. An essential part of any makeup application. For concealer, is this what I want to do? Ooh, yes it is. Wow, that's really pretty. I'm gonna do HAUS Labs, and I will link, and this is for all, you know, my tutorials. I will link the products that I use and the shades in the description, so you guys can have a look-see if you need to add anything to your makeup routine. And also, don't forget, if you are confused as to what you may need in your makeup routine, I am happy to shop for you. I offer one-on-one consultations as a pro makeup artist. You get to learn one-on-one all of my pro tips and secrets, and the best part about it is it's completely tailored for you. There's so many specific needs, your location, your lifestyle, all of that is taken into consideration with your makeup lessons. And I do also custom kit curation, so I can make a personal shopping service, which has been so amazing. I've been having the best time with my clients. Let's get into the bronzer. Let's do our complexion, because that's kind of gonna let me know where I want to take my eyes and what level I want to take my eyes at. I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty and a nice fluffy brush always to blend your bronzer. Now, if you're like me and you have a generous forehead, right? Please, one of my pet peeves is when the bronzer comes straight across like this. Like let's give it some shape. Please arch your bronzer like you're gonna arch your brows. More. Hold please. Okay, I changed my mind, but I changed my mind back because I can't find my other cream bronzer. So what I am going to do, I'm going to just layer some powder. So you see my arch right here? Doesn't that look much prettier than just having like, you know, because it's kind of like the Klingon bronzer situation when it looks like that. I swear that's all I see. So for the eyes, we're gonna keep a lot of the same texture. So I am gonna do creams and then a little bit of powders to help keep those creams in place. So we're gonna start off with a shadow stick, the Ever Classic. This one is from Laura Mercier and it is shade Dark Cacao. So in my private beauty community, let's just gossip a little bit, okay? There's a little chit chat. So we do a self-care slumber party every month and we talk about skincare goals, self-care goals, we just chill, we just vibe. So for this month's event, we did, we always play like a fun game or something because we do giveaways at the end of each event, right? So the girlies had to do self-care Pictionary. And these are some of the drawing. I swear. So they were just laughing at their own artwork again. Yo, we have such a good time. Feel free to come join us. These dry down pretty quickly, so I am just sketching the shape that I want and blending as we go along. I feel like the shade is pulling red on me, which is not a bad thing. So I'm gonna have to layer some other neutral browns because I do like a little bit of a neutral brown. Then I'm gonna go in with this Fenty shimmer. So this is gonna be my base to layer some shadows. Let's do this YSL palette. This has some pretty browns and some shimmers that we can play with. Just gonna take a big fluffy brush and this medium brown. And I'm making sure to tap in all of that powder into the brush. And then let's take that darker brown and go over that cacao. Oh, I don't like that. That turned it black. So let's put it back. There we go. That's pretty together. I do like that little layer. There are no mistakes with makeup. Happy little accidents, just like Bob taught us, okay? Same thing. It's all art. Don't panic. Just put it together and know this is actually what I was hoping for. Just still a nice brown with a little dimension, a little chocolatiness. I feel like I want to do something else. I could potentially mess this all up. Sometimes I don't always stop when I need to, but I am going to take Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeliner just to add a little something there. And this is a very chocolatey brown. She's already set. She's not smudging for anyone. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty. Another happy little accident. I did not know that was metallic. So I just used a little bit of this Rare Beauty shadow stick, and it is in shade. It will be in the description. And it's the same color as this Pillow Talk liner, but it is metallic. So that was just a little extra surprise. So I use that to help soften that line on the eyelid, because this pencil, it does dry quickly. So you have to get your smudging on ASAP. I just love, okay? Those are the words. I love what's happening here. And then there is a really pretty gold shimmer in the palette here. I'm gonna take that on my finger. And I have a slight hood, so I like to push my shimmers all the way up to here, like a starby. For under eyes, I'm gonna check my concealer, do a little touch of powder, and then we have to smoke this under the eye. I want to set creases in your concealer. Also with your eyeshadow, if you have creases on your lid. Since I'm in the powder, just do a little bit of powder everywhere. Okay, for under eyes, we're gonna do the cacao. And then to smudge the under eyes, I want to take another shadow stick that matches the color of my bronzer. I have this little set from Rare Beauty with some more eyeshadow sticks in them. I'm gonna do shade Adventure. Smudge that out. Oh, and when we do lashes. So let's circle back to our complexion. We're gonna do our blush, layer a little bit more bronzer. I am trying to decide between two of my favorite powder bronzers. And I'm looking at the colors and I've decided both. I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to go into both of these colors. More this one because it's a little more neutral. And a touch of the other one. Loving it, loving it. Now blush. We got some newness in from Chantecaille. Let's give it a whirl. If it doesn't work, we will pivot. Okay, it'll be fine. This is their cheek jelly and it's from their summer color collection. Let's do a quick swatch. We have some corals and then there's a really beautiful terracotta. So this is Euphoric. This is like neon coral. It looks on my monitor, it looks like a normal coral, but this is neon. This is neon coral. This one is Delight. This one is a nude peach. This actually would be pretty. And then the third one is Thrill. Okay, so clearly the answer is all. I hope you came to the same conclusion that I did. All right, so let's begin with Thrill. Darker shade first. Let's try with a brush. We're gonna take some of Euphoric. That was that neon coral. So let this be a sign to not be scared of colors when you swatch. I appreciate a good makeup swatch, but that does not mean that is what's going to happen when you put it where it belongs. The Thrill and our bronzer, it's giving us that pop of color that normally happens when you get some good sun. I see it on my daughters all the time. They go running around and they come back this beautiful kind of olivey brown, and their cheeks are literally coral, and I keep staring at them and I'm like, I need that shade in a blush. Give it to mommy. It's so pretty. I get radioactive orange when I get sun and sunburned. I get very orange. So these colors, believe it or not, they're realistic when it comes to summer colors, because again, we're mimicking sun exposure because we're wearing our sunscreen and we're not roasty toasty anymore. Right? Right? So let's take the last shade, which is Delight, and that is that champagne shimmer. Let's get our brows in place. Are we doing black or brown mascara? You know what I want to do, but oh, it's the brown one so good. But I do feel like what do I do? What do I do? I'm going in for black. Am I making a mistake? I don't think so. Oh, but the brown is just gonna... I'm glitching, y'all. I seriously... Okay, let me do the black. Personally, at this point, I feel like I should be the face of this mascara. I'm just saying, and look at the material. Consider this my application, YSL. Let's do a lip. What lip do we do? Those are the questions that need answering. For lip, I'm gonna do a combo. This is a lip stain. I want to concentrate this color on the outside. Then I'm going to take a pinky color. These are all from Rare Beauty. Tinted lip oil. I'm gonna put this in the center. And this is going to mimic what we have happening on our cheeks. So I'm gonna let this lip stain set and I'm gonna go get ready because we're going somewhere. Oh, we are. Let's finish up our lips. I am going to just take my now grimy towel and blot and then I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. So we just add a little bit of dimension with a slightly cooler tone with the warmer tone lips, so there's some interest. Now to add that shine back in, because we did blot away the oil of the tinted lip oil, but what I want to try, we have another new product from Chantecaille, and this is also from their summer color collection. So this is their Brilliant Lip Gloss, and it is a beautiful sparkly, I don't even want to say pearlescent, it's sparkle. And just a pro tip, when you have these lip glosses that we would call a topper gloss, what you want to do is take a few scoops, we're going to say pumps, and put it on the back of your hand. If you know you always go in 3 times to get how much lip gloss you want, do it those 3 times and put each pull on the back of your hand. That way you don't stain the product that's inside of the tube, because we all know when that happens and then it kind of looks ugly and then we put it aside and we never finish the gloss that we love so much because we've messed it up. So do that. So put it all what you want on the back of your hand. So I'm gonna put this, oh, the right choice was made. And I am actually surprised. This is, ooh, the sparkles look fuchsia now that they're on my lips. I truly hope that you can pick up the color of this gloss. Now, the final touch to our look is going to be our body. The body has to match the face. So we have all of this beautiful glow going on. Let's add some glow to our body. We have from Fenty, this is their body lava, which they brought back, and we have shade, who needs clothes? Who needs clothes? And we have the brush that goes with it. So I'm gonna do a few pumps, and we are just going to go for it and just add this to our décolletage. Oh, this is fragrance. I didn't know that it smelled. It smells like the Fenty perfume. It smells like the Fenty fragrance. And this is very sparkly. Like it looks like, you know, there's body glitter in it, but because it is that kind of oily, balmy texture, we have the sheen and then we have the fun sparkles. So this is our final summer bronze makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed filming it. And if you try any of these techniques, any of this look, please comment and let me know. Let me know if you're excited about any of the products in particular. Maybe there's one that you're like, okay, definitely I'm gonna try it. Or maybe there's some you tried and you didn't like it, or you already have it and you love it. Comment and tell me all the things. I always love hearing from you guys. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And as always, I hope this helps.